Besties, it's Nina again. Hope y'all are doing well. Don't mean to overload your feed today, but I just have a lot on my mind, and it's my day off, so I figured it's a good time to do it. So I did forget to add about the GLP-1 item. So I had 20 pounds till I was at like 210, I think. I was at 210 for a long time. It's like my body just said, nah, we're done. So my doctor and I sat down and, we looked at my plan. We made sure I was eating right. We talked about my nutrition. We went through all of that. But I did end up going on Wagovy for 6 months. So let me tell you the goods, the bads, and the uglies. So did it help me? It helped with the food noise. And when I talk food noise, I mean my cravings. So sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a late night snacker. I think Pam and I both are that. I like popcorn. I have gone to Skinny Pop, and again, I'm 2.5 years out. So if you're just within your first year, please do not add popcorn. Do not add breads or pastas. But if you're after 1 year, I can give you some good solutions for pastas and breads and stuff like that. But we'll do that on another post. But I was at that last 20 pounds, and I just couldn't shake it. So we decided to put me on Wagovy, started at the lowest and work our way up. I was on the highest dose for maybe 2 months max. And then when I hit my goal, I did lose 20 pounds. And when I hit my goal, I came off of the Wagovy 2 weeks before my paniculectomy surgery, because you cannot be on any of those kind of medications when you have surgery. So when I did, I had my surgery and my stomach was tight, which is amazing, by the way. I've never had a flat stomach in my entire life. So it's a wow moment for me. But here's the thing. The food noise came back. I started craving. And when I say craving, I was never a chocolate person. I was always an ice cream and, like sweet treats and stuff like that. But it was never chocolate. It was never candy bars or anything like that. Well, that's what I started craving. I did give in a little bit, but I had to learn a lesson because I gained 5 pounds like that. And so when you've had your paniculectomy, the one thing it does is your skin is very tight. It's taut. So if you gain any weight in your stomach area, it kind of hurts. So, especially while you're still healing. So the one thing I will say about taking those GLP-1s, I can never say the whole tripetide word, but you have to still learn to ignore your food noise. It's in your head. Remember, mental hunger versus head hunger versus stomach hunger. Very different things, okay? So while it can help you get to goal, and it is very helpful for those that do have diabetes, because a lot of it is diabetic. I can't think of the right word to say, but anyway, it does help those with diabetes. I do not suggest it for long term, because you still may not learn how to deal with food hunger. Head hunger is such a real thing. I know Pam has posted about head hunger, like the 5 different types of hunger. And head hunger is almost like, to me, it's the worst, because you're telling yourself I'm hungry, or you're telling yourself I want chocolate, or I want this. It's a want. It's not a need. So we have to learn to ignore those and actually ask ourselves, am I hungry? Am I really hungry? Listen to your stomach. And if you're having head hunger, do something else. I chew gum. Sugar-free. But I chew gum when I start to feel hungry, because it's the chewing sensation for me sometimes. The other thing I do is I drink water. Guys, hunger is masked. Thirst is masked as hunger. Drink your water. Get your 80, 90 ounces of water at least a day. Pam and I have started, we follow Tanya Spanglo, who is taking my life back at 42. And by the way, her water talks are amazing. We bow to her for making water actually tasty again for us. So, excuse me. I had to switch lanes. what I want to say is GLP-1s and Wagovy and all those other kinds of shots, they are helpful. They will get you there if you are having trouble. But there are things you need to think about. You still have to have the mindset, because as soon as you come off of it, everything comes back. All the hunger comes back. All the cravings come back. You know, I had to start actually using a timer to tell myself when to eat, because I wouldn't let myself eat otherwise. Because that to me was my way of saying, I'm not really hungry because I know I ate 2 hours ago. Okay? So I'm just saying, yes, do they help? Absolutely. Do they help someone who has not had bariatric surgery? Absolutely. And they will help you get to goal if necessary. But just remember, be prepared. Still work on your mindset while you're on it. Still work on how to handle cravings. And, you know, if it gets you there like it did me, I got to my end point, but I did have to relearn, because as soon as I had surgery, it all came back, all the mindset stuff. And I had to relearn that, because for that 6 months, the Wagovy kept me from feeling hungry. It kept me from wanting food. I actually had to force myself to eat a lot of times while I was on Wagovy, because I really wasn't hungry. So if I can say anything, if you want to use it, use it. But just remember, you still have to work on mindset. So guys, have a fab day. Talk to you soon.